Introduce first. He is Eric Enders. There you go. Missed the shot a little bit, but Gelman got it at the end.
Yeah.
All right, his opponent. He is the exotic one, Daniel Exotic. There you go. Big opportunity for Daniel Exotic. Eric Enders slow out the gate, lost his first two matches. Was able to pick up a single point against neighbor John.
Yeah.
So at least he wasn't shut out.
Yeah.
And not a lot of success to this point for this super friendly Eric Enders.
Yeah. He's a different fella.
He's different, man. He is different. He's I don't know. I know you said about it before. There's something not quite right. I don't know. We'll see if he's been super friendly to this point. Let's see what he's got. Daniel Exotic, of course, really known for that speed, that conditioning. I mean, this kid has a motor on him that does not stop. There's no doubt about that. And let's see if that serves him well tonight to get him to where he wants to be, having a shot. Do you imagine? He's still in the running here.
That's what I was just going to say, Kate. Eric Enders, despite where he's come from and what he's done, he has a tough task trying to out-wrestle Daniel Exotic.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. I know, in a past life, Eric Enders had a lot of accomplishments. But no matter how good you are, you take time off, an extended period of time, it is often one of those cases where it takes a while to knock off that ring rust.
Oh, and, absolutely.
We'll see at this point. I mean, this is his fifth match overall since returning to the ring. This is the fourth one on a live show. He had that match with you in Reynoldsville, and I'll be honest, man, he brought it to you a little more than I expected up in Reynoldsville. So maybe that ring rust is starting to knock off, and let's see if his friendly ways sort of can get him over the mountain that is the super conditioned, super fast Exotic one.
To be honest, at this point, Cato, he's hanging in there with Daniel Exotic wrestling better than I expected.
And the advantage that I would say that Eric Enders has is he's
that was a little bit dirty, Cato.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's what I'm talking about. There's something about him.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, look at that counter into a pin.
Wow, Daniel almost landed on top of his head there.
Nice little counter. Got him with a big back elbow, did Eric Enders. I see that, Dan, we talked about what the advantages that Daniel Exotic has. I think we got to briefly touch on the advantages that Eric Enders has. He's a well-educated man. I don't know how much he wants us to tell, but he has a PhD. He's super bright. He's got some experience on him. I know he has some ring rust, but and then the size. I mean, he's got a good 4 or 5 inches on Daniel and a weight advantage.
Can I ask what his doctorate's in?
You could.
Okay.
But I don't know that I know.
Okay.
He may have told me, and I don't remember because I'm old. And
that I understand.
Yeah, I've been hitting the head a lot. Eric Enders, of course, quick advantage here on Daniel Exotic. And, we've seen Daniel in this spot here. And I know that, we're supposed to do our job as announcers and say, oh, is he in trouble? To me, Daniel's not in trouble right now. This is a kid that's been in this situation. He knows how to fight from underneath. I think everybody in his locker room believes in Daniel Exotic and his abilities.
I'm pretty sure Daniel's been in worse situations than this and come back.
But this is a unique situation. This crevasse that he sort of has right here, I don't know how familiar Daniel is with this and if he knows how to counter this. I don't know.
I'd be shocked if he doesn't, Cato. He has quite a repertoire. I know he spends a lot of time on his wrestling technique.
Absolutely, man. He is a wild man in that ring on top of everything else. He's fast and he's furious, and it's hard to contain sometimes.
Yeah.
Of course, we still got coming up. We got Jimmy the Hippie taking on the Rocker Chris Sands. That's going to be a great match coming up. I have a bit of a thing I want to talk to everybody about at the end of the night here as well, so I hope everybody tunes in for that. This is as we mentioned in the live chat, it's a first-time match.
Yeah. And here's my question, Cato. What does Eric Enders get out of a win in this match?
He's playing spoiler. There is something to that. In the NFL, we often see teams want to play the spoiler. Even though we're not making the playoffs, we can knock you out of the playoffs as well. That's a win for us.
Yeah.
And on top of everything else, if Eric Enders were to somehow pull off this upset and pick up a win, does it help his career as far as maybe getting a future shot at the Imagine Live title?
Maybe. I mean, Daniel Exotic is one of our more illustrious champions on the Imagine Live Championship.
Absolutely. He's been there. He climbed the mountain quite a few times. He's a tough kid, knows how to win matches and knows how to win titles.
Yeah, and early on, he has to be one of the heavy favorites in this whole tournament.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's still favored. He's still favored to win this tournament. We have 2 matches left in this tournament, and he's still in the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, at this point, I'd almost be surprised to not see that runoff with him and Gorgeous Gregory next week.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that makes for great wrestling.
I agree, man. I agree. Daniel has had it in for Gorgeous Gregory for a long time. He hates that guy.
Wow, what a clothesline.
Man, he got all of that line, right?
Yeah.
And I think that clothesline there is sort of indicative of what we've seen, the gradual knocking off of the rust by Eric Enders. He's improved quite a bit in the last 5-6 weeks since he returned to in-ring action here.
Well, maybe I had something to do with that. I know I clotheslined the hell out of him in Reynoldsville.
You definitely knocked something off of him, that's for sure, man.
So maybe I reminded him what a clothesline's supposed to feel like.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go. Again, we're getting some chokes in right here.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, out of the way, just in the nick of time.
Why do I have a feeling his PhD's in psychology or something like that?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe we can ask him next week. Tell you what, though, this is turning into quite a little fight here, man. More than I probably would have expected. Daniel Exotic, though, here's what we talked about earlier. This kid finds a way to build some momentum, and now he's got things rocking in his direction. Back-to-back elbows, drops Eric Enders, ducks the line, catches a waist lock. Got him!
And here we go. This is where Daniel wins. Does he really need to be here?
Come on, man. Why is this guy here? Where's Lance Payne to get control of this situation? Oh, my God, he kicked him in the balls.
Can you say balls?
I was not expecting that. My apologies. I did not mean to say it. I just did not expect that. What kind of man is Eric Enders?
I told you there's something not quite right.
What kind of man is Eric Enders to take that shortcut?